Hey, what's up guys, and welcome to the first egg cutting video of 2022. Actually the earliest in the year that I've ever done an egg cutting video, because this is by far the earliest clutch that I've ever had. And real quickly I'm going to get into this, while I'm introing it. First thing I've got to do is kind of get these eggs apart while I'm introing this, because I need to have them individual so that I can actually cut them. But this clutch is going to be Superfire to Superfire. This is Ditto to Tusk. So there's not really going to be a whole lot of suspense here. Actually, I'm only doing this video because it was requested of me more than once to do it. So if you know anything about ball python genetics, Superfire to Superfire is going to be all Superfires, because the fire trait is the only thing that they can donate. And what I'm doing is I'm just, like I said, getting these apart. I couldn't do it whenever they were laid because they adhere together really strongly when they're first laid, but as they get really close to hatching, that adhesive starts to break down and they're actually pretty easy to pull apart. So that is what we're doing right now, so that I can get these individually and cut them so that these little babies can have a way out. So we're going to really quickly go ahead and start with D1 here. This seems to be the biggest of the eggs, or the fullest of the eggs. So just going to very quickly cut along this ridge here, because this seems like the easiest way to get to this baby. So we're going to cut this way, and we're going to get egg goo right out of the gate. So fun times already. So we're just going to make sure he's all right. We're going to go in here, got a little V-slit, and I'm rusty, guys, so bear with me. This will get faster as we go. Yep, a little white baby in there, as you can see. Pull that up for you. You can see it looks to be a little white baby in there, so I think everything looks all right. It's actually kind of interesting. Not sure actually what I'm seeing there. Hopefully everything's all right. That's actually kind of strange. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking at there, but I'm seeing two different tones there, two different tones of white, and normally I would expect to see just one. So yeah, that's kind of an odd start, but let's keep going. Let's go on to D2. Nothing looks out of the ordinary on these eggs. They don't look, they don't appear like there's anything wrong with them from the outside. So let's just keep going here. And let's get a little bit of a window cut here. Hopefully I'm staying in the frame. Okay, so this one looks a lot more normal. This is a lot more like what I would expect to see with a little Superfire, and I certainly see a lot of yellow patterning on this one. So D2 looks like it's going to be a really neat baby. This one looks okay. D1, I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm just going to look at that again. The fluid seems to be a weird color. The snake in general seems to be a weird color. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. Hopefully that will, whatever that is, will clear up in time. So yeah, my hands are sanitized though, so I'm not too worried about poking around a little bit, especially with one that I'm not sure about. D2 looks good. All right, D3, this is kind of a small egg, so let's go ahead and head in here and see what we got. I mean, we know we got a Superfire, but let's go ahead and kind of pave the way for this one. Look at D3. 3 out of 8. So again, Superfire baby. Looks pretty normal. It's about what I would expect a Superfire to look like. So D3 looks good. All right, D4. D4's got a nice little ridge for me to get a hold of. Right there. Trying to figure out if that mass in D1 or whatever that is in D1, that weird color, I'm trying to figure out if that's some sort of a mass that's like on top of the baby, and then the baby's normally colored underneath it. It's just weird that that fluid is cloudy. And here we go, another normal looking superfire. You can see this one's head right here, so this one's probably just about ready to pip or breach or whatever you want to call it, but yeah. Again, a normal looking superfire baby. I think that one's probably about ready to put its head up, so we'll probably be seeing that one peek its head out at us before too long. Let's see, that's D4. Let's move on to D5. Looks like D1's the only one that's really dumped a lot of egg goo on us, right, to speak of. That actually makes sense because these eggs are actually kind of collapsed down. All right. Superfire number 5. Let's see how we're doing. Looks like I managed to cut that one without breaking the blood vessels. That's nice. And I do think we're going to have some yellow patterning on that one. I can see it up here. You may not be able to see it, but I do think that one's going to have some yellow patterning. Again, looks good. Looks like a typical superfire. Should. On to D6. And right away I hit a blood vessel. Go me. Doesn't really hurt them at this point. At this stage of development, there's really not much more that the vessels can do, but I'm not going to cut any farther on that way, so maybe we won't spill it. But again, looks like another typical superfire. This one looks pretty healthy, moving around a little bit, responsive, so that's good. All right, 2 to go. 2 superfires to go. This is a really tough egg. This is the one that was kind of stuck on top of D5. So it kind of grew at an angle, kind of grew at a slant. So I'm not expecting there's going to be much up here at the top of this egg. Like toward this end, I'm thinking that the majority of everything that's growing is going to be down at the bottom. So peek in here and make sure they're all right. And yeah, I hit a blood vessel, but that's okay. It looks like a typical superfire baby. So, and that blood, that looks messy if you've never seen that before. You try not to hit the blood vessels, but at this stage it's really not that big of a deal, and it will go away. It'll just kind of sink to the bottom and deteriorate. So it's not an issue. This one actually feels like it's been trying to get out. I feel it really tense here and here. So this one may be ready to get on out of here. So maybe we'll be seeing D8 here pretty soon as well. So far, so good. I can kind of see in there, even though I haven't opened it up any. Let's go ahead and get this direction. And again, looks like a healthy superfire baby. So at least 7 of these look typical. They look very normal for superfires. Just not sure what we're looking at here with D1. So So yeah, it looks to me like whatever this is, whatever this whitish mass is, it looks like it's not part of the baby. It's kind of sitting on top of the baby. I don't know, maybe I can get in there and see a little bit more. Yeah, so if I get down in here, if I get over here to this part of the egg, you can definitely see body right here, I think. The snake is responsive. So just a very interesting looking thing. So hopefully everything's okay there. Like I said, we got kind of a cloudy looking fluid, which is unusual compared to the other ones, compared to most any that I've seen. But for the most part, we have a healthy clutch. So stay tuned. I'll be keeping you guys updated as these guys start to find their way out of the eggs, and you'll get to see them as I get to see them. So for now, that's going to be it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.